First off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules. I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life. Well, I got some. That's 1. Kill the competition. 2. Be a loyal dog. 3. And if they snitching on your man, send them to the mall. 4. When you party, go hard till you hit the floor. 5. If you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. SINA.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. It is the Sunday night live stream. We come to you live every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Facebooks, on YouTube, and on Twitch at Blkout_AD. Let me bring out my co-host extraordinaire, Blkout AD. Mr. AD in Colorado, how are you this fine evening, sir?
What's bracking?
Everything's good, man. Everything is good. We're back from Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving week. Hope you had lots of turkey and ham and pernil and whatever else you enjoyed.
I did not have
Thanksgiving.
Pernil. And now I'm sad.
But quite frankly, I'm tired of the fucking leftovers. I'm done with the leftovers, bro. Like today is throwout day. Like today, like if we haven't eaten it yet or we haven't made something with it, we're throwing it out. It's going away.
I actually didn't have any leftovers.
What?
Yeah, well, because the only Thanksgiving meal I had was at my girlfriend's family's house, and I didn't bring any leftovers from there. So sadly, I did not have that many leftovers. I would have loved the next day turkey sandwich.
Yeah,
that shit goes.
Well, I mean, it was good. I'm not going to say it wasn't good. Like having turkey and ham and mashed potatoes and stuff the next day was great. And the day after was great. But like day 3, I was like, all right, what else we got? And then we got lazy. We're like, all right, well, we don't want to make anything. So we're going to have it again. Yeah. And, by today, I just like, I don't even look at it anymore. So we're going to throw it out. I haven't thrown it out yet. So Little Llama wants the ham still. We still have a lot of ham in there. So he wants to keep it another day. I don't know how long it goes bad. So if anybody in the chat knows how long it goes bad, let me know, because I don't want no damn food poisoning in my house. Let's go to the chat.
You might got a good week.
Maybe.
Oh, no,
it's properly refrigerated.
Yeah, for sure. If it's in the fridge, you got a week at least.
Okay.
At least, very least. Yeah.
No, well, that's good. That's good. There's reasons why I won't be able to eat it. We can talk about it later, but yeah, we've got some potentials in there. So Charles was here early, and he said that good evening, guys. Looking forward to the show first thing in the AM. Charles is always watching the show, and he watches it in the morning, gives us some feedback, and we love you, Charles, man. Thanks for the support, man, from day one. Roman 2 Raw is here. He's letting us know. AD was throwing some ADs in the chat from all of the socials, from all of the channels. Big Poppy Angie from the Just Dudes Being Guys. He's here for sure.
I want to talk about that, and I'm curious.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
stop now? Or?
No. Finish the chat. Okay. Then we get into it.
All right. Roman 2 Ross is thankful for the Big Llama Show. Thank you, Roman. Thank you so much.
Thankful for you, buddy.
On a positive note, all tables stayed on all fours this Thanksgiving. Nobody flipped tables. All right.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. That's good. That means there weren't too many drinks flowing, I guess. Hey, fellas, from Joe and everyone. All right. Thank you, man. Welcome, Joe. Throw it away, Llama. It's done. No, for sure. So yeah, no, man, we're back again. We were back last week, but again, it's after Thanksgiving, so things seem to be getting back to a normal sense. Most people are going back to work or to school tomorrow, and so we're back to the routine. So hopefully, we are part of your Sunday night routine, and you're back to hear what's going on in the week. So we want to talk about some of that stuff. But now we've caught up on the chat. You said you wanted to address something, or you wanted to just talk about something.
Nothing crazy. I was just curious. Like, their first episode did really well, over 100 views. Yep. How do they feel about their second episode? And I'm not saying that it doesn't do well, but with everything I've ever posted, the first episode always does great numbers. Everything, literally, pre-Llama, late night, sideline. The first episode always does the best, just because people are interested. But then, as we know, numbers fluctuate. I was just curious where their heads at, and because all week, I mean, 2 clips, obviously the episodes, like Big Poppy Angie really, I feel like he learned well from what you've have been doing, and he's implementing it well for their podcast. But I'm just curious what their mindset would be,
Well,
and I don't know if you've talked to him. That's the reason I'm bringing it up also.
no, and I actually talked to him early on about episode 2. Not that the episode 2 wasn't better. I think episode 2 was a little bit funnier and it was a little bit more fun. But we did talk about the letdown, right? Like the first one is like the highly anticipated one. New friends are watching.
Yeah.
I go, but episode 2 is kind of like, hey, we're still here. Are we still watching? And when him and I talked about it, but what I did give him credit for, and I did talk to him about it, was how clean the things looked so far, right? And like the thumbnails and the clips and how he has things scheduled. I think he already has episode 3 in the bag. Like he's already got it recorded. So like he's taken the lessons from us, right? The things that we've learned so far, and he's got it ready to go. So I think he was prepared for it because we did talk about the letdown, but I think if it's the prolonged, right? Right now it's new, it's fresh, you're learning, but in about 3 or 4 weeks, when you keep doing it, if the numbers don't improve, I'll see how he feels at that point, because that's the frustrating part. And I know you and I have done it live over the course of the last 2 years, right? Like you've heard me frustrate and go, oh my God, I've gone down, this went up. And so you and I have sort of matured on camera.
Not that you don't put in work, because you put in more work than I do, just in terms of like how your channel looks, the editing, all that. He's putting in a lot of work. And again,
yes.
When you're putting in that much work and you're not seeing the return, I don't know. Like I just want to make sure he knows, like, yo, just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because it looks good. Everything looks great.
Yeah.
I'm watching. Obviously, I watch everything, but I'm watching and I'm seeing nothing but, greatness from what I'm seeing. So like, I just want him to keep his head on forward. And he said in the chat, it's a slow process, but I'm not looking at numbers. We're just having fun. And I think that's the way to go. But it's just hard when you're putting in that much work in 3 months. You're not going to feel like it's just fun, because it is time consuming. You are going to have to make sacrifices for the content if you want to continue to post it, continue to put it out. And especially the way he's doing it right now, he's putting a lot of time in it. So it's going to take a lot of time, and you get more invested in it. So I just want him to, because I mean, we've seen it. Like I said, everything I've ever posted, the second one always does worse. The third one might come right back. It might bounce right back, but the second one always, for some reason, just doesn't do as good as the first. And that, for new content creator, not saying that he's new, because obviously he's been doing it for a little bit now, but when you're really like putting yourself out there, it tends to affect people differently. So, just keep doing good work, man, because it looks good.
No, for sure. Clean stuff. Now, it's funny because I have it as a segue of one item here, which is I have beef with Little Llama. Llama, I think I've mentioned it before, is, we were talking about, and he had asked him straight up. He goes, hey, did you watch the episode? He asked Little Llama, did you watch the episode? And he's like, why? I was there. Like, I was there on the episode. And I talked to Lil Llama on and off. I'm like, dude, are you watching my stuff? And he's like, nah, I don't want to mess up my algorithm on my playlists. And I'm like, dude, you gotta at least like it and comment, or just like touch it. I go, I need the youth. I need the young people like you to get He's like, nah, you're gonna mess up my algo and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you don't watch my stuff? He's like, nah, I don't watch it. It's like my own son is not watching my shit. But Big Poppy says he is.
No, but Big Poppy, he is, because again, he was helping us. Like, he wouldn't have done that if he wasn't watching it on his own, truthfully. But it's also like, your father's doing something, so you kind of like, he's Lil Llama's at that age, but for him, I also get not watching the pods because I don't always watch what we do. I've never, to be honest, maybe like the first like couple times we did the pod, I would watch back, but I don't watch the live stream ever back. You know what I mean? Like I never do. But I also put in way more time so I know
Yeah.
what's good, what's not. I already know the critiques of what I would critique. Even if I watched it again, I would know what I would critique anyways. But that just comes with time. And for him, I would say maybe, watch a couple, see how you are, see what you don't like about your presence on the screen, see what you do like about it. That's more what you would watch it for. It's not necessarily the content. You're watching the interactions between you and Big Papi Angie, stuff like that. But again, I think Big Papi Angie's he's been watching you. So I think like and just I'm sure he's watching way more content than just you as well. Yeah. So like I know he has a vision already, and I say like Lil Llama might have to watch a couple just to see how, just to help Angie out, because you don't want to be also in like 6 months, Big Papi Angie doing all the work, and then Lil Llama doesn't even watch the episodes back. That's definitely going to cause some beef.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, my Mama Llama says she definitely does. She listens to us when she's up, and she'll listen to some replays, but she doesn't watch my reactions.
Yeah.
So, and she was honest about it, and I said, look, I'm okay with that. At least you're honest about it. You're not blowing smoke. No. Big Papi says it's really just a reason to be on Photoshop, so it's going to pay off, whether it's in the job field or on the pod. So just making the ride. Okay. So
I agree with that.
Yeah. So he's studying for it. All right. So let's get to some of the chat, and then we're going to get to our topic, because I do want to talk about.
Before we get to the chat,
sure.
Just a segue, because it's about family watching the pod. My parents are in town, and there's like I don't know. I guess I'm a stubborn person. Everybody knows that. If you watch this, Yeah. But being around my family this weekend, I mean, I'm older now. Today's my mom's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So like, it was I don't know. It was just like a more mature vibe this time. I don't know how to explain it. Even the last time, like when I went back, there was like a little bit, it was elevating, but like this time felt a little bit different. And we were out drinking. My mom's a little tipsy, and she goes, I think that's why she said, because she doesn't like tell me things like this. So she was just talking about, she pops in the pod, she watches us. She tells me she watches us the next day or whatever when she goes to work. And she gave me some criticism that, like, I mean, me and you, when I heard it, I was like, yeah, we know that already. Me and Llama, like, we talked about this. Llama's had problems. It's about me mostly, but the days that I'm not really, when I'm a little bit grumpy and I'm not in that, like, because, there's two versions of me. There's like the real excited, energetic, always talking, and then there's that other side where I'm like kind of there, but like I'm a little pissed off or whatever the case may be. And she said, when I watch that and you're mad, she's like, I just feel like you shouldn't do the episode sometimes. And obviously, no, but it's not in a bad way. Like, because this is what, like, she was just telling me, like, those episodes are hard to watch for me because I'm there to watch you. I'm not there to watch Llama, but I'm there to watch you. And I see you're not into it, and it makes me not want to watch the episode. And I made the comment because, I'm a cocky guy. I'm like, when I'm on, I'm good, right? And she's like, you're good. No, you're great when you're on. And like, when she said that, it really felt like it hit a nerve, because it was like, I was really good at baseball, and I busted my ass, and I never got a compliment about anything baseball related like that when it comes to like, or what she said about the pod. And it really like put in perspective. It was like, I do have to minimize those episodes, because it does happen. And me, again, me and you've had these conversations where like the energy's not there, and it's like a part of me wants you to pick up the energy when I'm bad, but that's my job when I'm here, like, truthfully, like, I am that side. So I don't know, it was just a good conversation, and it really, she's watching, and for her to like really acknowledge, and like the way she said it was like, no, you're great at when you're on, but it's those other episodes that will probably push people away when they come to watch you. Like, because they might come to just watch you. They might just come watch Llama, and if he's having a bad episode, they're not going to watch either. So It's
Wow.
true.
So she hit you with a truth bomb on that one. That's crazy. But
I mean, they were
you know
doing
what?
it all week, and that's where I think the maturity side of me comes in, because I feel like I would have been more offended about things they were saying, but I understood it, and nobody's more critical of me than me, and that's just a fact. Like, I call myself out on everything, and I'm very self-aware. At least I would like to think so, you know. So hearing it from them, and at this stage in my life, like, I took it more in a positive light than like they weren't
Yeah,
shitting on
yeah.
me. When I was younger, I was definitely, but I always had a chip on my shoulder where I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, I don't care what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, like, I get, yeah, I know you're probably telling me the right thing, but the way you're saying it, I don't like it, and it just came out real. And when she said that, I was like, I really gotta, again, you know, I've been talking about stepping it up. We got all these pods, whatever. I'm like, bro, I really gotta put my foot on the gas and excel at this, because I know I'm great. I feel like you know, like, I mean, no cocky, but like the boys in Blackout, I feel like also feel, because they would, I feel like you guys wouldn't trust in me as much as you guys do when it comes to content if I wasn't as good as I was. So those days that I'm bad, I got to remember these conversations and really push to still be great, because Kobe, Kobe, you know, tears his
Yeah.
ACL, makes a free throw. Like, I got to be that kind of level to make this shit happen, you know? So speaking of family watching, like, it really, it was like a big thing. I was like, man, I was thinking about it all last night. Like, you know, she sees something in me, because I've never got a compliment like that from her about anything besides writing. She really thinks I should be a writer. But other than that, there's nothing where she's like, you're the guy. Just get better at it. Be better at it. And that's what I took from it.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. And you know what? Like I said, it's great that she would give you and be honest with you, right? And that's what I think we both need from our partners, right? Our family, our people who are our backbone, right? Like, to help us, is to be that brutally honest. To, like, when we have a bad moment, just be like, hey, that ain't you, or that's not the best that you can give. Get better, or do better, or this, you know, or let me give you some advice on how to do it. So, man, that's great. That's great that she was like that for you, because I knew that she watches, because I know she comments and she likes certain things, and which is appreciative. But the fact that she gave you that feedback, that's great, man. And I think, again, I think you're right. The maturity is there for you, because you didn't take it like me, like, you didn't take it personal, and like you're going after me. You took it as you see greatness, or you see the good
But
that's there,
for that,
right?
I don't think it would have like affected me as much. Like, because these are conversations we have. Like, we've had. Like, the
Mm-hmm.
one episode that I did really, like, I was really not in the mood. The next day, you sent me a long message. Like, we talk about this already. So
Oh,
we
yeah, yeah,
already,
yeah.
you know, we've had this conversation. There was other things like in my life that they were just like giving me, not, again, I don't want to say criticism, because I didn't take it as criticism. I took it as like, they're just trying to motivate me, push me. They're like, they see something in me, and they want obviously I'm their kid. They want the best for me. Even my stepdad, like, they were giving me really good advice. So, like, yeah, man. Yo, look who it is, Gillen.
I was gonna say, you saw him.
Man,
John Killen
road
showed
to
up.
10K.
Road to 10K. Welcome back, John.
He said it
Uh,
first. Road to 5K. We got
that's
this.
right, and we got there. We got there. Let me go back to the chat. Let me
Yeah,
just
do it.
catch up, and we'll go right into our topics here. I'm not going to say the name, but yeah, "Play All I Want for Christmas" by Mariah Carey. I forget that I have one of those in the room.
Oh, so it works.
So if I say it, or if I sound like I say anything close to that, it'll start playing something. Katie G says no Christmas music this year. When it's too early, I guess right now it's a good time anyway, at least for the month. Let's see. Hercules Outlaws in the chat. Welcome to the chat, sir.
Yes, sir.
He said that's what it's like to have a great life partner right there. All right, yeah. Chat Mom is here. She's throwing the llamas in the chat. And again, John Gillen has shown up. The road to 10K, hashtag road to 10K. Road to 10K is real now. Of course it's real. Yes, it's real. Because John Gillen has put it on, he's put it on paper. And so we now have to meet it. Now we have to meet it. Chat Mom says, I hate Christmas music. Only sad Christmas music like the week before the day is okay. It's okay. Like, again, I like a song here or there, but like after like 2-3 hours of it straight, I want to hear just regular music too. So, all right. So you and I, you had said, oh God, we have to get a tree. Yeah, this is tree week. Like, some people get their tree this week. Some people wait till like a week or two before. I don't know. I'm embarrassed to say we have like 7 trees in our house.
I was about to ask you, what kind of tree person are you? A real tree or a fake tree? 'Cause no offense to this, but I feel like you have a fake tree just in case you don't want a real tree. I feel like that's the kind of guy you are.
we, so we were a real tree family for a long time, and then we bought a I would say very expensive. We bought it on sale. Like one year, we bought like a 12-foot fake tree, and we used it forever. And now we have. I'm not kidding you. At least put up right now in the house. There are at least 7 trees I can think of in the house right now. 7 trees. There's 2 in the living. No, hold on. There's 1 main tree. There's a Santa tree. There's a small tree by the TV. Each of the boys have one in their rooms. Mama Llama has one in her room. And then there's 2 trees that we haven't even put up in the attic. It's a little crazy in this house. So. But we did go real tree, not last year, the year before, expensive as shit. And we tried to replicate, man, that was like a $300-$400 investment. We're not doing that shit again, ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people here, let's see. Chat Mom says, I was playing the doctor's office the other day and I wanted to bash my fucking head against the wall. Okay. We also need to get a tree. Okay.
Yep, we do. I'm not into real trees though. I'm gonna be honest. So my sad little story. I always have I had one of every holiday, and the one Christmas we had was very memorable for me because I got a basketball hoop and like Mike. It was a great time. But we had a real tree and it was terrible. And I remember to this day, nah, no real tree for me. Nah.
Well, in my house, we had a fake tree forever. My parents never didn't believe in the real tree, and it was literally like this big. The tree was this big, and it was on the coffee table. That was my mom's idea of a tree, and that was it for.
And now he has 7 trees in this house.
Now I have 7 trees and one like 12-foot department store looking fucking tree in my living. I gotta actually post some pictures of the one that Mama Llama put in the bedroom. She made it this year. Holy shit! Looks like Macy's in there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Chat Mom says real tree. You have too many trees outside your house anyway. You should just decorate those trees outside your house. That's funny. Katie says fake trees make way less mess. Yes, that's for sure. That's my only favorite part of a fake tree, Katie. It's true. It's true. Oh man, you guys!
I do like the smell of real trees, though. They go.
I do too. I do. I love a real tree. I do. It's just expensive. And now I'm being judged. Thanks, Chat Mom. Oh man, you guys are those kind of people.
Yeah, Llama has a whole forest.
I do.
That's crazy.
Come on now. Come on. Hercules says our rabbit chews the bottom of our tree every year, and it makes such a mess. She's lucky. I like her. Growing up, we always had a fake tree, and I remember having to carry that shit with my brother from the basement. Yeah, no. The smell of a tree is goated. Yeah, no. Real tree, that smell is top tier. Yeah, especially when you like walking to Publix.
I don't think he's talking about that kind of tree. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The real trees, the blowing trees,
blowing money fast. Yeah,
of course.
I don't like Christmas. Christmas actually makes me sad. It really does. Because
why is that?
One of my favorite memories of my dad dying. He dressed up like Santa, the year before he died, and ever since then, that's the one holiday. Other than that, not that I don't think about him on holidays, but I'm not sad about. But Christmas time, for some reason, I think about him a lot, always.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, I'm the same way, but it's because my mom passed in just before Thanksgiving one year. So it was the holiday time. So
yeah, this whole time.
it was really bad. So it was not the best of holidays. And yeah, it makes me, there's certain songs and certain things that make me get emotional during the holiday itself. Yeah. But I've learned to enjoy it for the sake of the family, but it's not that it's not my favorite holiday. I enjoy it tremendously. I have the same feelings that you do, which is like you have these distinct memories of items and things that just kind of tear you down a little bit. So it's tough. It's tough. So let's chat. When the fake tree became popular as the fall of man began, decline of plastic trees, decrease of humanity. We're getting real philosophical with this. Imagine having a basement growing up. Must be nice. You dug a basement in Florida, you'd be underwater. Chat Mom says, I hated Christmas as an adult until I had kids. Making it fun for them is really exciting. Oh no, for sure. When you have kids, it's way different for sure. Did Mariah Carey fully thaw yet? Yes, she's fully thawed out and making tons of money because her song is being played nonstop.
I thought she was getting sued.
I thought so too. I thought I read that somewhere that for that All I Want for Christmas song, that somebody's claiming that she stole that or they didn't get credit for the writing of that song. So no, joke's on you. I had a basement. That shit was always flooded with water. All right, Chad. So you and I talked, and we were texting this week about Scream 7, right? I forgot her name, Melissa Barrera. She got
fired.
She got fired for her views from Palestine, right? And shortly thereafter, Jenna Ortega said she's out from the show, which I didn't like her stance on it, only because it seemed like a very like, hey, I'm supporting her stance, and then like her publicist was like, wait, she's got schedule conflicts, so she like plays both sides. But the bigger issue is this is getting pretty serious in Hollywood, where people are starting to get canceled again for not supporting, for things that they say and things. And I kind of read what she wrote, and it didn't seem like it was a big to do. Like it didn't seem like it was so egregious where you go, oh my God, that's canceled material. But I mean, what were your thoughts on that? Because I just
thought it was stupid. I mean, she's voicing her opinion. I do that every day I stream. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
for her to get fired from a franchise that is now successful because of her. Like, I'm not saying because of her solely, not that she would but like she's a big reason why this franchise is successful, because she's the leading lady, quote unquote, and did good, and so it's like her to get fired for that, kind of stupid. The Jenna Ortega, I mean, I see why the publicist would be like, she has scheduling issues, because one, she probably does. That's another. She was getting too big. To be honest, she was getting too big for even the Scream 6 when you think about it. Like at that point, and she's en route to be a star. Like Melissa Barrera, even though she was the leading lady, she's not a star. She's not Jenna Ortega level right now. Like Jenna Ortega would be the A side of that thing. So like, I see why the publicist would say something, but if she did do it because Melissa got fired, I applaud that, because that's a big thing. Now you have to, obviously they're firing Melissa for her views. So like, if you're saying you stand with her and you're quitting a job because of her, they're gonna take it as you're supporting whatever views that got her fired. So it's like, it's tough. It's a touchy subject that you can see, like even podcasters are like, I'm not touching that. Like they're not wanting to talk about it in depth. They're not even talking about, like I was watching people cover this story and they weren't even talking about why or what she said that would be so destructive for her to get fired. Like they were even like diving into that, because truthfully, a lot of people are not very informed on it. A lot of people just go off of what they hear. And I think you can't have a conversation, especially about such a touchy subject, if you're not informed. And I'm the same way. Like I'm not informed about it, so I'm not gonna dig into it. But I do think it's wrong that she's voicing her opinion and she gets fired from a movie that's successful because of her. I don't know. I can't say that word.
No, I mean they became they again, the franchise was successful before them, but they became the face of the franchise, and now they're a large part of the success moving forward. People are looking forward to the next installment, given the success of the last movie. But to get to the, and I agree with you. Like, I was thinking about the same thing. I'm like, how am I going to cover this with you? How are we going to talk about this? Because one, I really haven't kept up with the conflict, right? Israel versus Palestine. I know that there are terrorists on one side, the Hamas, and I know that there are, there's the Israel is bombarding. There's a lot of things going on. I'm not informed in it, so I can't speak to which side is which and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to. But looking at the comments, right, for taking them at face value, I think when I read what she had said, it was just about the humanity of it, right, killing innocent people or killing people, that type of thing, and that that we need to defend that type of stuff. I didn't see where it was so egregious where you go, oh my God, this is like she's supporting. But it's this whole, and I'll say this is my opinion. Opinions are those of the host and the host only, right? Not of his employers.
But not this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no. I just feel like, why can't like in America now, and again, now I'm going to go on the soapbox, and I hate to say this, but this is how it is, right? It's either one side or another side. You can't straddle the fence. You can't say it's a little bit of this, it's a little bit of that. It's either I'm all the way this or all the way that. And this is what's the annoying part of this whole thing. Some people are kind of like, hey, I just don't want innocent people dying. Like, you can't just say that. You can't just say that and just kind of be in the middle and say, look, I understand that there's a conflict. I understand there's a reason for the war. If someone provoked the other, fine. But I don't want innocent people to die. Yeah. Why can't you just say that, right? Like, no, you have to stand with one side. If you don't stand with this side, then you're siding with the like. It's that to me is the ridiculous part of this whole thing. And I think that's my only opinion on this whole thing, is that I think she is now viewed as opposing or supporting one side of things. Same thing with Gal Gadot, right? She's Israeli, right? And she supports one thing, but she is now showing pro-Israeli videos, and she's seen as this like extremist on one side of the view, right? Because she's very pro-Israeli. And it's just like, why are we putting them in these boxes, right? It's a complicated issue and a complicated topic. Let's not just simplify it. Let's not make it so simple, right? But again, if somebody comes out and egregiously is like, yes, kill everybody on the, like that's stupid. But that's not what they did. And so, and the one thing I hate though, is like, I'm hearing now, even some very prominent, Jewish Hollywood elites are like, we're taking names and we're writing people's names down. I think that was Michael Rappaport's like, I'm taking names, who's not supporting? I'm like, dude, that's not the right thing to do either. Like, you cannot just, because somebody's not going to stand with your point of view doesn't mean that they're wrong, right? Just like, calm down a little bit. Like, I get it. And then again, people have strong feelings on this thing. So, and again, we're not the experts either, guys. So please don't jump all over us on this. But I just feel
also like they're fucking actors. Like, like, what the fuck? Like,
they're not world leaders.
No,
they don't shape the world.
This is gonna affect her career. Think about it. Her trajectory would have been like, she would have got a lot of jobs off of the strength of, especially if Scream 7, I keep wanting to say episode 7 for some reason, but Scream 7 did well with her in it. The job she would have had, now she's not going to be working for a while, at least the next year, right? Like, truthfully, like, what if they just fired her from a successful 2 movies? Like, nobody's gonna take a chance on her, and that's kind of fucked, you like, because of her views. Again, like, who knows which side is right, but I just think it's wrong for somebody to lose their job, especially when it's not. I don't want to say it's not harmful because I didn't see what she said, so I don't know what she said. But
right.
Off of what you're saying, it doesn't sound like she said anything crazy. So again, if it was, I don't know. And then when you think about like people of color and like those kind of fights, people say a lot of bad things that don't get canceled or don't get fired from their jobs. So it's like there's like a weird, I don't know. Just the whole thing is kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're not the experts. I don't, claim to be. I just think sometimes things are very complicated, and sometimes there's just not a right or wrong answer. And unless, again, I can disagree with somebody, and that's fine. But do they need to be canceled? It just depends. It really just depends on how bad that statement is, right? I think Chat Mom has something here. It says there's an extremely old religious fight where Palestine is anti-Semitic and Israel has bombed and fled with I think it's PLO for 60 years. In doing so, created a Palestinian terrorist group who fought back. Yeah, I think I know that. A lot of people like the argument of using your platform to speak up about matters to raise awareness on tough situations, try to convince their large followings to favor one side or the other. It definitely hinders a lot of career-wise and maybe even kills it. Sometimes it's always best to keep opinions to yourself if you don't know much about the topic. I agree.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that just because it is dangerous. Like if we just come spewing shit, like they're gonna clip it, they're gonna bring it back, whatever. But there was like in hip hop, there was a conversation where DJ Vlad was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about he's Jewish, I believe. I don't know, but he feels very strongly about one of the sides. I don't know exactly which one, and he was just saying how DJ Khaled is one of the most notable Palestinians, and Drake is one of the most notable Jewish people. There's probably but Drake is very up there. And he was like, they haven't said anything. They're over here like selling albums and shoes, but they're not speaking on it. And my thought immediately was like, but they're fucking rappers and producer. Like, why do I don't know, using their platform, and again, Herc says it in the chat, but like using that platform to like sway somebody to one side to me is manipulation. And it's like because my favorite rapper says this side is correct, I'm gonna lean towards that. Like that's just high mentality that I don't think that does well for anybody. So I agree. Like if you don't know anything, if you feel strongly about it, speak about it.
For sure.
But if you don't know anything, there is no value. Like if Drake is not knowledgeable about it, I don't need him to speak about it because he's not gonna give good information. Like I don't know. It's again tough.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I again, my opinion is just it's okay sometimes to not feel an absolute way or another. That's all. Sometimes it's that complicated where you can have a differing opinion or just an opinion that just doesn't sit on one side of the fence or another. And that's sort of how I am on a lot of issues, is where I'm just like, I'm always about what's logical, right? What's logical, what makes sense. And sometimes it just doesn't make sense to me. And so I either won't speak on it or I really don't care about it. But in this case, I haven't kept up with it. It hasn't been on my radar in terms of things I want to talk about. So I haven't really talked about it. So anyway, but when it came to on the entertainment front, I've been keeping up with the entertainment news that comes from it because that's what I do, right? This is what we do. We like movies,
and plus it was just fucking everywhere.
Right.
Like I know it's all over your feed because it was all over my feed.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's why it's kind of something that I wanted to make sure we talked about, but not from the perspective of let's break down the geopolitical breakdowns of what's right or wrong in the region. No, it's just how this impacts Hollywood and this movie and things like that. Because that's what we do. That's our area of expertise, I would say. Chat Mom said, "Oh, hold on. First of all, before we get there, Birdie is here. The flock has arrived.
Hello, buddy.
The flock has arrived." And he hashtag free South Korea. Birdie always is the controversial statements. Chatmon says, genocide is kind of always bad. And anyone in the Jewish community knows that. I always feel that it's weird to shit on a celebrity for not pushing their ideologies. Big problem with society today is that they can't let people have opinions or beliefs that differ from their own. It's a constant struggle. And that's what I'm saying. It's okay to feel a little bit different about
something. But also with social media, people just feel the need to voice their opinions when it's not.
Yeah.
When it's not needed. About topics that are not needed. Like, now don't get me wrong, again, I'm on the internet just talking shit about everything. But if I don't, I think as an entertainer, as somebody, you gotta know when and when not to speak on things.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
especially if I don't know. I think that's just at least basic. Like, be because again, if you feel strongly about it, go ahead, let it fly
Yeah,
because you feel strongly about it. Because like I want to talk about the things that make me feel some way. So I expect that from every creator, but don't just do it because it's like when people were putting the black circles on their Instagram photos back in like a couple years ago. Like it's weird when those kind of moments happen because it's like you guys don't really you guys don't really care. You know what I mean? You
oh,
just say you
exactly.
care.
You're just doing the trend.
Yeah. You see your fucking three friends do it, so you're doing it, but you really aren't knowledgeable about why they're doing it or
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll let you read this one because I'm gonna mess up the pronunciation of some of these.
Israel's Frieza and Palestine's Planet Vegeta. If you know, you know. Yeah. I mean, if that's true, that's a very good analogy. Let the bird, yeah. If that's true, that's a great analogy.
For sure. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think that the fallout from it will be something similar to some of the cancel stuff that happened before, where people reacted very quickly and then slowly retracted some things. But again, who knows with this topic how bad it will be? So we'll have to wait and see. Now,
what do you think it does for Scream?
Well, some of the word that I read was that they're shifting the story now to Neve Campbell and to give her a prominent role.
This was all a ploy to get some budget to pay her.
I mean, you let go of two big stars, you got enough money to pay her.
You got enough money to pay her. But like, I don't know, man. Bro, we just watched the Scream 6, right? And like both those Scream 5, Scream 6, both really good movies to me.
Yeah, it's like, and they didn't need her. They didn't need
no. And the second one, I mean, 7 was better because she wasn't in. Because like the legacy character's cool. Like I get it, it's like a trope, and you guys are really hinging on that. But like, bro, the story was good without them. I was committed to the characters on screen that were going through it. So I just hope they come with a good story. I personally would like to just scrap the fucking. They just close this saga out with 7 and then move on to like a whole new group of people and keep the legacy characters out because that's one like you don't need them. You
right.
People aren't going to the movie to see Neve Campbell be the final lady again, in 2023. Like nobody cares.
Right. It's good nostalgia bait if she's in there as a cameo or something, but like not the main crux of the movie. Now let's talk about some rock stuff. I don't know. This is Chat Mom. People are literally mad about everything though. Like even the rock art. People are mad about the impact of balancing rocks on hiking trails. I just go to hide on a different planet. Herc says, # leave the rocks alone. Chat Mom says, # team fuck with rocks. And then Birdie, the only rock I fuck with is Dwayne and Crack. Of course.
All my homies love rocks.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Go kick rocks.
These guys are just having a grand old time. This guy hates diamonds. Oh, Jesus. All right, so we'll shift discussions from this. We're almost out of time anyway. So did you do any Black Friday shopping?
No.
Did you don't do any
No.
Black Friday shopping?
No,
did you see all those Instagram posts and shit about how there were no deals and all the stores were empty?
No, I did not.
I mean, I don't go Black Friday shopping. My Mama Llama does, but she said it was busy here, right? But like everybody on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you looked, was like, it's empty. There's nobody here. We won. I'm like, what did we fucking win? We just like these retailers are not making the money they're supposed to make. You think that's gonna have a ripple effect? That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean they'll sell it eventually. But Black Friday here felt slow because it snowed that day. So I feel like it was like way slower than I expected because I was out on the streets. I was off and I was just like, oh, it's kind of slow today. Black Friday ain't the same anymore. It's sad. That's true.
Well, I mean, there was no internet videos of people fighting each other for TVs. That's what I miss. I miss that. I want people's trampling each other. I want fights.
Yo,
I
you know
want
that spoiler alert, that Thanksgiving movie that came out? They
yeah. Oh
started the
yeah.
movie. They started the movie with like a Black Friday like
Oh
brawl. I heard, and
what?
yeah, and I was like, that's such a great concept. But Black Friday,
That's an amazing concept. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, no one tramples one another anymore like the real dog.
real jeez.
Jeez. I mean, honestly, like it's not that I want to see that. It's just like that's why you did the Black Friday thing, right? And I think in our minds we always knew that they were like messing with the pricing. Like there was just pricing that these are shitty items that weren't selling, or they were like low level TVs and shit that they're gonna sell for low anyway. Um, but what I found funny was there was a bunch of prints from Target, especially Target's getting roasted right now. That, and I know that they started their Black Friday sale early, but like they put a tag on it specifically. It says Black Friday pricing, and then what these people were doing was pulling the tag from behind it. And it was the same fucking pricing from the rest of the week from earlier. So like they didn't even like do any kind of discount. It was just the same price. And then there were some places that were putting like tags, right? Like saying it was originally $150, and then they gave you this new pricing, and you're like, oh shit, it's discounted a lot. And then when you peeled off the original price is exactly what you were paying. It doesn't matter. So like there was a bunch. It was like shit ton of posts like that. So I just found it kind of funny, right? And I just found it odd that like we were getting ripped off on Black Friday, but that people, I guess, weren't out there shopping. And look, man, the economy sucks right now. Like people don't have money to spend to go buy, a bunch of shit. But
Yeah.
I just found it funny that like social media just lit these stores up, and I think across the board, they did not make the money, and they spent more money on labor. Like they had people working there at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, and they were definitely stacking people up.
And nobody showed up. They got Best Buys with like TVs across the whole fucking store, and like 3 people there, and then like 15, 20 workers. It's crazy. It's crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, Cyber Monday also is coming, so like we'll see.
Yeah.
If there's actual deals, because then if there's no deals on Cyber Monday and it's like the same, there's no way, right? Like they're gonna go crazy with some deals now, especially if there's a lot of backlash. You gotta think like you're gonna put some deals out on Monday for sure.
Yeah. What got me, and this is just from what I saw, Best Buy had a bunch of, because they announced they were giving up their physical media, so all their stuff was $9.99, all their 4K stuff. And so I went on Amazon, and I was like, well, if they're $9.99, they're going to discount it. So on Amazon, all of them were $7.99. So I put them all on my wish list. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just put them on my list, and I'll buy most of them. When I tell you that Black Friday came, they removed the pricing. All of them were $25 a piece on Amazon. I was like, these motherfuckers. And then they put like their special little minus 30%, in red. I was like, damn, Amazon got me too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
everybody trying to eat. Everybody trying to eat.
I guess.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, damn, Amazon got me too, because I thought Amazon was at least going to keep the price somewhat respectable, but they messed around too. But again, Amazon goes with what the price in the stores are, which I found that out too. So let's see, we got some people talk about it in the chat. Chat Mom says, if no one is murdered trying to buy a Cabbage Patch, I don't want to hear about it. Okay, that was back in the day. Hercules says, I saw a video of a Walmart opening for Black Friday, and there was one guy standing outside. That's a real dude right there. He's like, I'm gonna get that TV. On the real, everyone buys shit online now. That's true. That's very true. I got a couple friends who are UPS and Amazon drivers, and I see their Instagram feeds, and they're like making money, and they got trucks and shit that are packed. Jay Birdie says Black Friday should look like the Jesus, leaking rights every year. That's my America. I mean, listen, that's what I was looking forward to. That's what Mama Llama used to go all night long. She used to have like all night ragers. She'd leave Thanksgiving at like midnight and then she wouldn't come back till 11 o'clock the next day. She'd be out all night long, and then she'd show up with a car full of shit and all my money gone.
Don't let her hear that.
No, I mean that's just how it was, man. But she got everything taken care of on for Christmas, and I was like, damn, that's for real.
Yeah,
and,
that's also different. Yeah, kids, you know, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yes, but that car was packed to the gills.
I went a couple times when I was like in high school, shit like that. But like to me, Black Friday never kind of was a thing because even like before there was Cyber Monday, there was always like kind of deals that trickled out through the weekend. And I vividly like remember a couple times I would go like try to get something and it'd be the same price and I'd be like, why is this not discounted? It's like I was like, I'm just a bougie bitch. Like everything I want is still expensive.
Exactly. Yeah, I go for the video games and shit. You know, them really shitty games were discounted big time. Like I already got those.
I feel like I do need to like buy a new control. I need a controller with back buttons. Dude. Playing COD without back buttons is not it. So I feel like I gotta hit that Cyber Monday.
See if you find that remote right now.
Oh God.
It's
gonna be the same price, and I'm be like, fuck.
Exactly. On the real, I'm actually super anti Black Friday bullshit and consumerism Christmas. No, I hated it because I hated that people were working on that day. But I did love the deals I got from it. Let's see, just spit my hot cocoa out on that line. Chat Mom said, I got the catchphrase on the real on sale on Black Friday, and we'll be using is a disgusting amount while typing. I hated working retail on Black Friday. Yo, if you had to work on Black Friday, man, that was killer, man. People were fucking putting their hands on like items. Like, I got this TV. This one is mine. I remember that. I remember that shit because there was like 10 TVs per store that were like $200 or whatever the price was. And you ran in there, you put your hand on it and you couldn't buy it until a certain time.
This is mine. That's crazy.
Dang,
there's no difference. Oh my gosh. Shut up. Not my fault, you're poor.
Guys, I'm good at Rainbow Six again.
Nice, dude. Nice.
With back paddles.
With back paddles, exactly. You know, bro, it's not that there's a difference. It's just way more convenient when I don't have to take my hands off at anything. I could just literally put it how I want. It's super nerdy shit, but listen, it's not the same, dude. It's not.
Let's see. Herc says, I worked stock at Adidas, and it was always brutal. We had one Russian family who always came in and bought all the sneaks.
Oh, that's crazy.
The Russian family, okay. They had that money. They had that.
That's funny because my job has a Russian family, and they come in and get flat wings, even though we're not allowed to like just solely give one. They're like, we get the flat wings, and every time they write on the ticket, Russian family. It's crazy.
His name Rasputia.
I don't know, dude. It's crazy.
All right. So we've come to the time in the show. Oh, hold on. Hercules. I've been on Rainbow Six so heavy lately that looking at COD now makes me feel like I would get washed immediately.
Dude, the new COD is very fun. I know you're very anti the COD, but I hate the maps and I love the game.
Yeah.
For light ice. He knows what I'm talking about. There's more than 5 ice. That's crazy.
Jesus. But yeah, no, I'm on it too, Herc. You gotta join us, man. Join the cult.
Come back to us.
Come back to us, man.
I'm actually on the camo grind right now because Tangeray and Hazard they're going for the Interstellar camo, which is the final camo. I'm playing as much as they are. I'm like, I could either just play the game. I'm not having fun with the maps, and rank's not out, so I'm not playing the game modes I would like. So I'm like, let me actually go for these camos. And boy, it's a grind for real. It's a grind. Yesterday, I stayed up till 5 a.m. trying to get one sniper gold and get it platinum and get all 3 of them platinum. And it took so long, bro. I was like, oh, today I started on pistols and a fucking riot shield. So I'm gonna be running around like you in a while, dude. With a fucking
Guys,
Riot shield. I've been beating people's asses with it too. Hold that.
I hate riot shields. I hate guys with riot shields. I got my gold RPG, so that's
That's crazy. You got it in this game?
Yeah, I already have my gold. Yeah.
Ooh, Llama.
Running around with my gold RPG.
You don't play. I gotta get a gold RPG too, so we can be twinsies.
Exactly. All right, so let's talk about upcoming videos and reactions and whatnot. So I know that you've been streaming a lot this week or last week, and then you're gonna be streaming a lot this week.
I'm the greatest streamer of all time, dude.
Right?
My mom said so.
That's
notice she watches your stuff. She doesn't watch my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason for that.
Well,
your stuff's better. That's the reason.
I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. You caught me there. I don't know.
Say thank you, dude. Just say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hercules Llama out here grinding. No, I'm grinding. I'm playing. I'm playing. No, listen. So go out there and get the game, Herc, so we can play together, man. Let's go. Anyway, so you're gonna be playing this week. You're gonna be streaming this week. Do you have? We have Sideline coming out this week. If you didn't catch last week's Sideline,
Thursday back to regular schedule programming.
There you go.
Hopefully we do we didn't get to do late night last week just because of the holiday, like made everything funky. So we're back on that late night this week. You got pre-Llama show next week. I couldn't do pre-Llama because my family, again, holiday time's kind of weird, so we didn't do pre-Llama today. But we're back on all the content next week. I've been grinding, man. I'm on the stream 6 hours now. You know what I mean? I'm back, baby.
So go to Blkout_AD on Twitch to make sure you check out him grinding on COD over there. And you might hear me pop in there. You might hear Roman. You might hear Hen Dog. You might hear the whole Blkout crew jump on his stream. So come check us out throughout the week. Make sure you're checking out all the channels, Roman 2 Raw, Blkout GG for all the content. Go check out Just Dudes Being Guys. Those guys have new episodes coming out.
Nah. Don't promote them until Lil Llama watches some episodes, dude.
Well, the big Poppy watches episodes, so
nah. I got teach him a lesson. Teach him a lesson. Yo, actually, my mom was like, I was watching the other day, Llama's kids, did the episode, and the little one dressed just like Hadrian.
He was doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he did.
He learns from you. So Katie's got the important stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe to Llama and all the Blkout.
I'm so proud right now.
Support those boys.
That's great promo.
That's exactly. It's a good segue.
Thank you.
Now, my reaction. So my reaction is delayed this week, obviously for Thanksgiving and other reasons. But the next reaction coming out is the movie Norbit. So if you like the movie
never seen Norbit before?
Never saw
Dude,
Norbit.
I swear to God, like all the classics, dude. Norbit's great. How'd you like it? Oh, you haven't watched it yet, actually.
No, I've watched it. I'm actually.
Oh, you watched it? Okay,
right.
Cool.
I tried to get it out by today. I just ran out of time.
How'd you like it?
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Hilarious. Oh, that was Rasputia earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was her name Rasputia, but
do you got a girlfriend?
You do now.
Classic. I love that movie.
Oh my God, there was such I think my favorite line is like she looked like an Escalade. It was like a pot. It's like not those aren't dimples. Those are potholes. There's just a bunch of lines.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come at you with lime juice and razor blades if you mix with her.
Oh man. Classic.
Oh my God. Anyway, so Norbit will be coming out this week. So make sure you guys check out that reaction. And so guys, make sure you guys come back next week, Sunday night live stream, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us throughout the week. Again, check out the Blkout crew. Go to our channels, go to our social media channels. Make sure to like and subscribe to all the channels. Show us some love. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find podcasts. Again, next week, Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will find us there as well. You guys are like and sub. Everyone's talking about Norbit's a classic. I don't know for sure.
It was,
along with Big Mama. I haven't seen Big Mama's House, so that's another one I got to put.
What? Oh
seen
my
Big Mama's House.
God, bro! All the movies you fucking watch, you didn't see that, dude.
I haven't seen those movies.
It astounds me because you've seen a lot of fucking movies, and the fact that there's a lot of movies. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I get why, but like I don't know, dude. Whatever, keep it going. Yeah, let's close it out, dude.
It's raining little white women. My parents have been
in. He said, "Put it on me, greasy."
Oh my God, there's just a bunch of movies. All right, guys, let's close it up. Guys, we'll see you guys next week, Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm the Big Llama. He is Blkout AD. We'll see you next week, guys. Peace out, everybody.
Later.